Hi, peeps. Welcome back to the It's Your Life and Your Choice Too podcast. This is a side segment called Alley Ups and Alley Oops, and I'm so glad you are here. As you see, I'm in a much better headspace than where I was last week. Yes, I am delayed with this. I am so sorry. I'm terrible about keeping up with the schedule. Depression is far from gone. However, we're doing everything that we can to not stay in the headspace that we were in last week, to continue to move forward and to show others that are going through similar situations you become the light to get you through to the other side. That you can shine bright enough to see in the darkness. And for those of you who know, I am very of my faith with God, and I know that He is my light that shines the way for me. But we are all equal here. No matter what you believe in, no matter what your faith is, I still love you nonetheless, and I'm here to help you grow. That's the point of this podcast. Now, for those of you who are new and have skipped around on the podcast as to where you are, I just want to let you know that these side segments are the ups and downs I go through in life. I am trying to work on finding it somewhere in my schedule to where I can work out actually talking about the things that have happened in my life. For those of you who would like to know how, I came about wanting to do this podcast, and I did start it a little bit. There is 2 episodes on that if you want to go watch it. It starts at the beginning, and it just gives you insight as to the inspiration and everything that I went through in my life to get to where I am today, to know that I didn't have this great background coming from. I was not a silver spoon-fed baby. We were pretty poor. The struggle was real. Things like that. You get to know me more. But on this half of Alley Ups and Alley Oops, we just talk about just different topics of what's going on. Most of the time, it refers to or the reflection that is of the week prior or what I'm currently going through for the new week starting. Soon, the main podcast, It's Your Life, will actually be up and running. That is when I finally have a co-host. Right now, there's a lot of life stuff happening, so I don't have the room for a co-host to sit down and make this podcast with. I have so much faith that that will be provided. Until then, I have something I can do. So, hey, welcome to the ride, to this crazy journey of a lot of downs. Oh my goodness, it's a lot of downs, a lot of ups. A life update, yeah, I lost my job. But the same day I lost my job, I got a new one. Hey! However, I am having to work 2 jobs, so yeah, I don't know. It's very mixed feelings. I don't know fully really how to comprehend all this yet, but we're doing the thing. We're making life work. I hope you guys are doing well. Especially after last week, everything that happened. Whoa. September 10th was a lot of heaviness. I will be praying for you guys. If you have any prayer requests, feel free to send it to the It's Your Life, your choice 2, number 2 at Gmail. Also, that is where you would send in the emails to me about just if you want something shared on the podcast. It will be read anonymously, just a heads up. But I want to be a guidance to you guys with this will be on the main podcast with somebody else where we banter back and forth, but we give actual advice, unsolicited advice, kinda. I mean, in a way it is solicited because you did send in an email, but we just want to give you guys better perspectives. And I say we as in the magical, mystical person that hopefully one day will appear as to who will be my co-host. So just speaking that into existence, just preparing myself. But yes, we want to help you guys grow, to give you better insight, give you guys different perspective. If you are the problem, we will let you know. But very kindly, very nicely, we will say, hey, you may want to reevaluate your life, and this is why. As best as we can put it in the words that we may use. Anyways, not going into too much detail on that. But yeah, so I am, I guess, coping, because depression still has a hold on me. But I'm trying to survive well through this trying time, not really knowing what is to come. And I'm just trying to push forward and be strong, have my faith, and that God's going to work everything out for me. Plain and simple. I'm trying to read his word, dive deep into it, getting connected with community, and making friends. Yay! But let's get on to actually what I want to talk about, which is hard times can make strong people. And no matter what we go through in life, it's always going to be highs and lows. Like, sometimes the lows are really low lows, and sometimes the highs are really high highs. And they're amazing. Life is great. We're on top of the world. And then we hit like this valley, and it's just like, God, where are you? What's happening? Why am I going through this? And you're not alone. We all go through trials and tribulations. And it's just how you do it, the things that you have, and what's going on, how you proceed forward to continue to move forward, given the circumstances. Your perseverance is really going to shine and show, and you're going to be glad after you turn around and look back on your life and say, you know what? I'm really glad that I did this. That I persevered, no matter like how hard it felt, the pain, the excruciating pain, and the detriment, the weight that's on our shoulders, that we feel like we just can't break free, the bondages that we feel like we're in our life sometimes, that we're just like, we can't see through to the other side. We don't know how this stuff is going to work out. We don't know what's going to happen, but we push through and we come out on the other side stronger. So much stronger. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Kelly Clarkson had it right. And yeah, my testimony says it all. Like, it speaks for itself on a lot of the things that I've gone through and what I've overcome in the past, from abusive relationship to authoritarian parenting style that was hard, to an abusive parent, and having smoked some of the grass and being addicted to it. Like, so many trials in my life that I've gone through and overcome, and I'm still pushing forward. I will not say it was easy, because I'm still going through a season of doubt, worry, fear, depression right now. I may seem like I'm in this amazing, great mood, but I just got out of a conversation with some pretty great people that have helped lift up me in general, help my shoulders be postured better and stand firmer and tall, knowing that everything's going to work out and be okay. Last week, it was so hard to want to push forward and keep going, but I kept telling myself, I can't give up. I can't give up. If I give up, then I had truly quit. I have truly failed at that point. And I'm not going to say it's going to be easy for you guys, because it's not. No matter what you are going through, keep fighting. I am so sorry that you are having to deal with that pain. I empathize with you. I understand what you're going through. And please seek people to confide in, ones that you can trust. Again, I already said it. If you guys need to, send in an email. If you just need someone to talk to, I'm willing to be here to listen. This journey of life that we're all on, we're not meant to do alone. Please don't do it alone. And I know sometimes it can be hard to get in that shower. I know sometimes it can be hard to pick up some food and eat. To take care of yourself. To do your facial routine. To brush your hair. As you guys can see, my hair's oily. You probably know what that means. I'm due for a shower. And it is now 11:44 at night and I've procrastinated it. And it's why? Because it's hard to get myself into that shower. And sometimes afterwards I feel invigorating. Other times I'm just like, okay, I did it. Yippee. Not much enthusiasm for it. Because it was so hard to get in that sometimes it's even harder to get out and lay on my bed. To even be able to get out of the shower to where I don't want to just sit in there and just sulk and just be like, wow, like, look at my life. And in these moments, as I said last week, when I look back on these moments, I want to be proud of myself for continuing to push through, to fight the fight that hard times makes you stronger. And I will be weeks, months, years down the line much stronger than the points that I'm at now in my life. And that's growth. That's the choice you have to make, that if you want these cycles to end, you have to continue to grow. You have to keep fighting. You can't give up. You can't go back to your old ways. You can't live that old life that you used to live. Whatever you think is going to be plan C, it doesn't exist. You can't go back to that. And I'm saying this for myself as well, because there's something that has been laid on the table that is me going 1,000 steps backwards. But in a way, it's kind of like a cushion to land on, but it's not. It's full of thorns. So it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt bad. And it could destroy me. This person that I'm becoming, that I'm working so hard to achieve, would fall away. And I'd lose her again. I'd lose me. I'd lose the wonderful, amazing person I'm becoming. That I'm starting to see me blossom. Sorry, I'm not trying to get emotional, but I've worked so hard to not be that version of me that I hated myself so much. That I was a terrible person to other people. I was petty. I was traumatized. I was a bad human being. And I learned from that, and I've been working on myself, and I've been working so hard. And that's why some of these things that are going on, that I'm going through, is like, it really feels like, come on, man, can I catch a break? But there are breaks. I have had breaks. I've had highs. I had some good highs in these valleys. I'm really wanting financial freedom. I don't want to be rich. I don't want to be a millionaire. I just want to be able to take my kids to the zoo. I want to be able to take them to parks. I want to be able to go out to eat with my kids and spend time with them. There's just things I want to do instead of being stuck home on it all the time. Having to work 2 jobs, man. And I barely get time with them. I'm doing everything that I can. Getting home at around 6:30 and having an hour and a half with my boys to have to make dinner, do homework, and bathe them and get them into bed by 8 o'clock. Then I have to clean up a house. And there's just so much that's going on. But I'm trusting the process and knowing that this is disciplining me And there's a blessing on the other side that's waiting for me. God's waiting on me. Thank you. God's waiting on me. Again, whatever it is you believe in, but I believe in my God, and I love him. And I'm going to say that. I'm not going to force it on to you guys. I would pray for you and hope you would find salvation. However, whatever you choose is what you choose. You can still come here and get advice and grow with all the rest of us here. Join the community of wanting to grow, to be amazing people, no matter what you believe in. To gain that willingness, that fire, to want to just live a joyful, amazing life. And just watch as time goes by and you look back on your life and you get nostalgia of, you know what? I've come so far. It has been hard, but I'm so much stronger now. And that's what I want for everybody. I want you to be the best version of you. Who is that person? What do they wear? What do they think? How do they present themselves? Now do what you can as you picture this person to start encompassing them. What is little steps that you can take? Just little ones to move towards that person. Maybe changing your clothing, changing your thought process. Stuff like that. Either way, don't give up. You can't give up. Because if you do, then you have truly failed. Because not all failures, a lot of failures are just ways of teaching you that this way didn't work, so let's try it a different way. Maybe this way we will succeed. So in a way, failures are also a gain of knowledge, a gain of discipline, just so much more. Ways to show you that, hey, even though this didn't work, try again. You keep falling off that bike, try again. Keep pushing, keep going forward, no matter what. Okay? You guys have a blessed, wonderful night. I love you. Thank you for tuning in. And like I said, for those of you who'd like to send an email, it's trying not to mess this up and say it twice. You can send an email to itsyourlife.yourchoice2 Add details, provide explanations, make sure that it's not trauma dumping. We're not saying he said, she said, all of this, it's all their fault. Please take some accountability. And yeah, maybe your email. Oh my gosh, I need to go to bed. But maybe your email will get read on the podcast. There, I said it. Oh my gosh. Follow, share the content. Really help us get this algorithm going and reaching more people. I want to help as many people as I possibly can. Even if it's just one person, then I've done exactly what I wanted to do. But I want to help humanity. And that's my goal here, is to help you guys. I'm pushing through this. This isn't easy for me to come on here and do this. But I understand what I went through. And to have someone that had went through this, if I had heard them, maybe I might be farther than where I was. But I'm still grateful nonetheless to be here now to give you guys what I wasn't able to have. And that's the point of this, is I want you guys to grow and become better human beings, okay? Love you guys. Have a great night. Thank you for tuning in. Bye.